Hello again and welcome back to Freckle Farms. I looked out the window this morning and seen one, or at least one of our fields up there is ready to go, so first things first, we're going to head up there in the harvester, see what needs to be done. The sorghum that we've got up there, I will probably just throw, not all of it, but most of it in, or some of it into the bakery. The bakery is very slow processing, which is good. Yeah, it's not going to be like cheaty, if that makes sense. I did clear out some trees over here on the left in the new field that we sort of started to mark out, so depending on how much time we have, we'll probably look at getting some of that done today. This field here on the right beside us will need some fertilizer. We're going to give this thing a bit of a good run for its money and see how it goes. So we've got soybeans in this field, which we will just be selling, and then sorghum in the field above us. And then the field over here on our left is all marked out. Got the outside border done. It's about the same size, maybe a little bit wider than the ones that we're on now. And in this area here we can't do a lot. I was actually thinking about moving the silage pit up here. And possibly putting in another bridge if need be, and extending the farm, the plot near the farmhouse. And I'm like, nope, there's no point doing that, because any trekkers that we get coming through can walk down through this way on the right down there. So we might put like another bridge on the other side, but might even sort of play around and see if we can modify that island a little bit, make it a bit bigger even. Who knows? I don't know. But there is a lot of other rivers and dams around the area too, so like if we, you know, if it becomes popular and we sort of outgrow that area, maybe we can leave that area there set up for farm hands or something. Or have it as a farm stay and set up something else elsewhere, because there's one down here, there's one over here, and there's a couple up here too. So I know Heidi's keen on doing something, so if it works over here, you know, she'll offer accommodation over on her side of the pond. She's been given ideas about what we can do down here and how to fix it and how to get people in, but first things first, we've got to get the farm up and running so we can keep bills paid. It's, putting in cabins and toilets and water and everything is not a cheap venture. Right, I'm going to finish off this. I'm going to put cruise control on, put our flashing light on, and we are going to hammer down and get it sorted. See when we get it sorted, then we'll jump on over here to the sorghum. And here we are back trying to squeeze the last row in so we don't have to come back and get some, but I've got a feeling that we are going to have to pick some up, because it's just, it's yeah. I have dropped off a 3/4 trailer load. That's why the money has gone up. 2 more of them cabins have been dropped off too. The same cabins that I have, there's 2 have been dropped off, and a play centre. Hopefully you have enough room to squeeze all this in. Gonna be close. Might have to throw some in the bucket. Oh, you bugger. Alright, the rest of this can go into the silo, I'd say. Seems like such a waste, but who knows? We might already have some in the silo still, do we? No. Still got some oats in there though. Grass and straw. Good, at least we get some cattle, we're good. Everything else is empty. How are we going? Still got 6,000 litres of flour up there. That's 2.5 months. There was 10,000, I think. It's a slow process, but it's a good one. Actually, wouldn't mind looking at putting in some more production soon. There we go, a little bit of soybeans for later on, just in case we need it for something. Yeah, I don't know, maybe from now on we should just start dumping it all into the silo, so that way at the end of it we just fill them up and go. I'll make it easier, because that first run that I went up there with like 73%, that would have fitted into that perfect. But you just never know how much you're going to get, so it is what it is. Your cabins are over there, we'll go over and have a look in a second. Get this harvester put into place. So yeah, they threw a couple of floodlights in the kids' play area. There's 2 self-contained cabins, the same as what I live in. Toilet, kitchen, double fold-down bed, and 2 double bunks. So, you know, they're for the ones that aren't camping. Then the empty one, you know, that can be for the people who want to camp. If the weather's bad, they can just set up their sleeping bags inside. And then we might level out some areas there and just have some nice mowed down grass, or just some fake grass there, and they can have tents, swags, or hammocks. Hopefully we'll check the distance between the trees, and if need be we can put up some more, but at the same time if they want to hang a hammock they can just put it anywhere. And same as the tents, I guess, as long as they don't put it up in the middle of the field when we've got to harvest the next morning. It shouldn't be an issue. Maybe we'll have to get them to sign a waiver. If you sleep in the paddock, in the field, and you get run over by a harvester, we are not responsible for your remains. The bins are worth a bit today. Let's have a look at the bakery and see if we got any bread. Hope so. A bit of a slow process, that old thing, but there we go, 2 more. Drop these here up at the restaurant. So close. It's been the first time we had 100 grand. Okay. Right, let's nip over. We'll go and have a quick look at the new cabins and the lights, and then we'll get into these oats, the sorghum, I mean. Right, here we are. So this one's got the barbecue at the front, which can be shared. We can put more barbecues in. This is the empty one. It's got some lights in here. These can be opened if they want, or closed for privacy. Never know what people want to do, you know. And then we've got a little 360-degree floodlight. There we go. We've got the kitchen, bathroom. Oops. Fold down bed and bunks. Once again, if they don't want the light coming in at night time, they can open them, close them, do what they wish. And the kitchen. So there's 2 of these. I'm stuck. Oh, it's the bathroom door, the bugger. So yeah, that's that. That's how it is. So you've got the shutters there if they want. Bit of privacy, they can close it all up. And then over here we've got the kids park. I don't think I can go down the slide. I don't think I'll fit, but we'll see. Nah. Not for me. Not today. Got the kids park there. Don't have to worry about a pool because we've got the lake. We'll come in, we'll clear up all these bushes. Level it off a bit. It is a bit hunky and bumpy in some spots. These 2 trees here, perfect for a hammock. This one here I'll probably remove because it's right over the top of the cabin just for safety. And then maybe, depending on which way they're leaning, this one will stay. That one can go, and then maybe we can plant a couple more. Sort of as a bit of a barrier, I like a sound deadener. We could just go from here. Just follow the edge of the lake, curve them around. There's a light post there. Another barbecue area. I think we could just set up like a bit of a sink or a porta toilet for this one. Yeah, I don't know. The one that's got nothing in it might not ever get used, and if it doesn't, we'll replace it for a normal cabin. But we've all got some nice views to wake up to in the morning. Got some lights on the front of the cabins, etc. I don't know. They're cheap. They're great, and I think they'll do very well. Fingers crossed. How are we going in here? Oh, 88%, so we'll probably sort that out in the next few days. Like I said, not in a rush for that. Oh, that's okay, we're good to go. So yeah, that's what we got. Finally got the cabins in. Hopefully they can generate us a bit of cash. Maybe even put like a windmill over there, just a bit of solar or something, whatever we can get in there, just a bit of a cash generator. Help cover the outlays for it, and then it's going to help us expand. The field that's over here with the lake, you know, we could do the same thing on the far side or the top side. It's not overly perfect for farming, but we could probably squeeze a field up next to it, and the rest of it could be used for tourism. So we're just going to have to wait and see. We're getting the money built up. It'll be, you know, if we can have, what we got now, 1, 2, 3, there'll be 4 fields, including that one over there. I'll have to have a chat with Heidi, see what she wants to do, and see what she's got in stock, in seed at the moment. Yeah, we'll see. We'll play it by ear and see how it goes. Right, I'm going to get this knocked out, and we'll see you back when it's done. Okay. Last little run. I did spend some money. I dumped about 6,000 litres. Sold our trailers and bought that one. Holds a little bit more. That is a fixed axle. And it will still fit under our harvester. So it was 11 grand. I got 4 grand back for the TLX one, the 82 Studios one, and I think I got 3 grand back for the other one. So not ideal, but we haven't lost money on them. I mean, we've used and abused every single piece of equipment we have here, so it does weigh a little bit more. I'm not sure how it's going to go when it's fully loaded, especially with fertilizer or something heavy-ish. But looks pretty good behind the old feed agri, so I'm pretty happy with that. Try and get the levels a bit better in the load, so it's not going to be front or rear heavy. Wicked. So happy with that. This is all folded up. Mark it off here. Get this delivered. So I did put 6,000 litres into the bakery, and I sold 5,000 litres. Do we? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we just sell the rest of this, because we could probably put in some oats. Because I think there's 10 or 11,000 litres of flour in, of seed in there now. So that's going to give us 3 or 4 months worth of bread, I'd say, for sure. Double check that when we get over this bridge so we don't fall in the water. So we got 7,000 litres. So there's over, yeah, nearly 15,000 litres, plus there's already, it's going to be 30, 23, 15, you get 19, 30, 23. Wow, oats way better at the Definitely going to be buying some oats, or putting in some oats. Yeah, I think we'll leave that, because at the moment, between what we have there in sorghum and what we have in flour, there's already close to 15,000 litres, so that's going to be enough to keep it processing and getting us some bread. Also want to get us over 100 grand, because we haven't been over there. There we go, look at that. Yo, yo, yo. That's a win for sure. Wicked. Got ourselves a nice new trailer. Well, new to us anyway. Tractor pulls it well, it sits nice and level. No big issues with it. I did also sell our flat deck trailer, so we may have to look at something a bit more bigger when we need it. Right now it was just taking up room. The yard was sort of getting annoying to me because it was so full of junk. Everything was thrown around all messy, so I'm like, let's sell a few things. And plus I like the balloon tires with them beasts. Well, they can float across the river. Now I've got to look at, okay, do we buy the land next to us and help Heidi, or do we buy the land up there? Where's she got in? Oh, I'm thinking about buying the land here, and then that way we can do potatoes again. I think we'll wait for her to harvest it. We don't have the equipment to harvest potatoes. But yeah, sort of what I'm thinking is if we were to get this, I'd probably level the field off like this way, like that, straight through here. And then over this side, maybe we could put in sheds or cow barn, something like that. And then maybe over this side, I'd sort of bring the fields out to sort of here, like that, I guess. And you'd make up more than what you lost, I think. That's my thoughts. And with this field, I don't know, I'd probably just leave it for now and just keep running oats or wheat for the bakery. Then maybe here, I'd probably run this straight down here and put in sheds or something as well. So I wouldn't square it off totally. We would lose a little bit, but it'd be interesting, I suppose, to do a round of wheat or something easy on that size, on that normal field, and then once we've made our changes, doing it again to see if we get more or less, if that makes sense. But I think that's what I think we're going to buy that field next. That's pretty much guaranteed. Yikes. I also wouldn't mind putting in some bees because they do help the yield of your field. Once again, I'm a poet, I didn't know it. It's looking pretty cool over there now with those cabins and the lights and the park. We're making progress. Freckle Farms is expanding. The old Hinterland is alive with the sound of tractors. See how we're going over here for eggs, and we might try and take them up with us if we can. Open sesame. There is a little egg building you can get, like an egg market stall. We might add that in. Be a little bit more realistic for the country. Oh, we got him wicked. Hasn't been a bad day. Like, I might give Heidi a call while we're up here and just say, hey, look, you know, you get me the machine, I'll sort your taters, and then we'll do a bit of a deal on the land. I don't mind paying full price for it. I don't want anything from the potatoes. We have no use for them right now. I wouldn't mind putting like a... Imagine having a Hinterland potato factory. Hinterland cafe. Who knows? Who knows? Hinterland dairy would be nice because the fields here are crazy nice. It'd just be nice, be wicked. And I mean, there's plenty of cows up here that are for sale. You could purchase those things. If the bakery wants the eggs. Yep. Give them some eggs. Not too bad, $6,000 plus we ended up putting some into the bakery. I think we also need, for the bakery, sorry to jump through, to make cake we need to have butter, milk and sugar. Worst case we could probably purchase some of those, but if we had to purchase the sugar it wouldn't be an issue. But the milk and butter and strawberries we could do that easily ourselves. So as we get all these little pockets of land, I think we're just going to have to, whether there's a little bit of square edge open or, like over here where we're going to put the new field in. Next to that, near the chicken coop is, we could possibly put in a couple of greenhouses. And then as we have the visitors and the bushwalkers come through, maybe they can help us by maintaining and fruit picking the greenhouses. You go and pick 100 strawberries, we'll give you $10 off your accommodation, something like that. I don't know, we'll work it out. But this is the next field. See all this area here. I suppose we could clear it out and put in a little field, but I don't think it's worth it. I think, from sort of the chicken coop back, we'll try and keep it as it is for now, but we could whack a couple of greenhouses in here rather easily. Or we can clear a couple of these trees here and put them in here. So that would be something. Open air garden or a greenhouse would be lovely. That is all we have time for today. Thank you for watching. Please, if you haven't already, give us a like and a sub. We might go over there tonight and have a little bit of a look and see what it looks like at night time, see if the lights all work and it's not a death trap, because we can't have trip hazards. Right, have a great day. We'll see you soon, and thanks again.